Welcome to Tennis Manager 26. If you are new to the channel, I am Houston and I am a high school history teacher. And here on this series, we are going to make history building our own academy in Tennis Manager 26 on the extreme difficulty level, where our goal is to build from scratch a youth academy producing machine that's going to create some master champions and win some grand slams along the way. So let's get started into this challenge. So what we're going to do, the way the challenge is going to be laid out, we're doing extreme difficulty level. I'm going to go over budget and such in just a moment. We are going to do a brand new academy. Our coach is going to be Ace Love. We're going to make him at 18 years old, just right off the high school, couldn't make it through college. Apparently he's just going to start his own academy. He's got a benefactor, and there he goes. Went down to injury, and so he can't do anymore. He's going to coach instead. What do we want to look like? These are all kind of, we could be an 18-year-old aged man. You know what? We're just gonna go with the generic and leave it at what it is. We're gonna go with 0 experience or novice, 1 out of 9. The style, we are actually going to be a technician. Hopefully that'll help us coach up our players, is what I'm hoping to do. And we are not going to start out as a captain, so we have lots of training here, but our management is not very good and our player evaluation is pretty poor. So we're going to create an academy from scratch. We're not going to use any player. Our academy name is going to be in homage to the old TV show in a way. We are going to do Night Court Academy. And part of this is you all, I'm hoping, will be kind of the court that is going to help me in that we're going to have a very poor staff to begin with. And so I'm going to ask you all, please feel free to give suggestions, and I'll be asking specific ones probably along the way. How should we train? What tournament should we go for? How should we invest our money, and things like that along the way? And we are going to go to, I feel like, let's go to Orlando. That's going to be a place that's going to be full of bringing tennis pros all over the place. And we're going to change this logo to Tennis Academy. Let's do this one because there are, this one. I like it. No words. We want something that has no words on it. That looks good. We're going to start from 0 as far as the academy goes. So we're going to have 4 free slots for players. We have 0 coaches, 2 trainers, physio level 1, agent level, scout level, analyst level. We're starting with the bare bones here. We have nothing here going this way as well. We could do new academy, but we're going to do this way. I am going to give myself a $2 million budget. The reason why is we are starting with very, very limited amount of resources. We're not going to be spending all of this. This is more just to keep the academy afloat until we can hopefully get some money generated and keep things going. Our academy vision, we're just going to be general because I don't know. So played a lot of Football Manager, a lot of OOTP. You can find another series on here on the channel of Football Coach College Dynasty. And I've not ventured too much into this game, so I'm excited to do it. And I don't know what they're going to require of us if we do any of these other ones, although it would be cool to do just like maybe an American squad. We might do that. A bit like a federation, this academy focuses on the development of players from its country in order to improve its reputation. We're just going to go general, though. We're not going to be prejudiced against that. But this money is just to keep us afloat. So that's the goal. We're not going to be buying established stars or anything like that. We are not going to be investing all this money right off the bat. We might just do one thing this year just to increase the number of slots, and that's it. We're going to have enabled only players who would logically join our academy, and we're going to go to the U.S., so we're going to start with some kids that we just were able to convince, some young talent. We're going to have 1 male, 1 female, and we're going to be like, hey, we know you need a coach, and we need players, so how about you come our way? So let's go as young as we can, but we're going to go 15 as young as we can get, because we're all about building up from nowhere. We're able to get this guy to pay us a check and get us to go. And he's going to be what we're going to build around. So we're either going to take Jordan Lee here, who decent forehand, focus. Everything else is below 10. Offensive baseline play. So he could do that. He's an early bloomer, which means he should reach his maximum potential around 21 in 6 years. So we could maybe capitalize. We get 3 years from this. Or is Jane Ahmad, who's already juniors 137. Actually, no, we're not going to go by that. We're going to go one of the lowest ranked competitors. We're going to go with somebody who's really far out. How about Nathan Cox there? He's a late bloomer. He does have serve spin, forehand, backhand, top spin focus, speed and balance, all 10s. Jack Secord has 4, 5 10s. He's an early bloomer. He's a hothead. He's a competitor. He's not going to be the best. Agassi Rusher. I don't think that's a real person. Standard. You know what? We'll give ourselves a little bit of a hope, and we'll go with Nathan Cox since he has a lot of potential. Let's see as far as the lowest ranked women go. Lots of potential in all of these. We're going to go with what do we have as far as the youngest? 60. Wow. Lanny Chang, I believe. She's the lowest ranked player. No picture. I'd rather have somebody up there. We could do Kennedy. So Lanny Chang, serve power is ridiculous, and her forehand is really good. Some natural fitness. Her height. What is her height? She's 6 foot, so her speed's a little off, and her agility because she's 6 feet tall, 179 pounds. But she is a monster on the court there. Kennedy Denser, 5'6". Her shoes are holding her back. She's going to be more about moving her along. We could improve her serve. She's standard progress. I like that we actually have a picture here instead of just being blank. Or Thea Froden. Ooh, lots of physical abilities here. Early bloomer. 5'4". This one, we're going to start with her, I believe. So Thea Froden. These are the two. Or actually, Ava Rodriguez, 17, late bloomer. Even better, but then we're getting into the top 1,000. So we're going to stay back here, and we're going to just take Thea Froden, and we're going to launch his career. I guess he's higher ranked, so he'll be our key player. So let's launch the career. This is where we go. We're starting with nothing, and we're going to see. Actually, he is not higher ranked, so he's going to be our major player. Thea is going to be our key player. We'll coach her. Thea Froden. Two-handed, backhanded, novice. There we go. And we're going to have some going along. She's junior 15. We don't want that. We want somebody ranked really low on the junior side. So that'd be somebody down here. Here we go. Julieta Pareja. She's ranked on the WTA also. We don't want that. We could just go Sydney Jara, 17 years old. Yeah, we're going to choose her instead. Makes it a little bit tougher. So we'll go with there. So Sydney Jara. So that's what we've got. And junior, he's ATP though too. Do we have anybody who's just ranked juniors? 503. We'll just keep him. He can probably do juniors as well. Or we do with Matthias Rainiak. Nope. Tristan Stratton, Roland Carboni. We're going to just keep that and launch this career. Here we go. And let's get this thing started. Now, the goal of this career is to win through people that our academy produces. So these guys, the goal is in 3 years when their contract's up, let them go. And we are going to try to produce the men's number one, the women's number one, and win all 4 Grand Slam competitions, both men and women. In the process, become the greatest academy in history. That's going to be pretty tough, but we all have to start somewhere. And so that's what we're doing. We're going to start with this, And hopefully we'll get something good going in there. So welcome to the Academy, Ace. We're thrilled to welcome you. Yes, appreciate it. And so we've got right off the bat, when we look at the different styles, solid baseline play, power serve, offensive baseline play, I guess we'll leave the offensive baseline, but the power serve, we can develop that serve and get him ready to go. Jara is offensive baseline, power serve. Again, we could do, she might be really good with serve and volley. We're going to change that to serve and volley, I believe. Swap those. There might be other game plans that might be better for her as well. We're going to put as our third one, all court play. Just because I like the idea of having that for them. So let's take a look at what we have as far as planning goes. We have no tournaments, I believe, that we could get in. We could try to register for a qualifier, but I don't know as far as that goes that that's the way to go. Let's look at the juniors. There we go. Week 1. I think we should start from the bottom with her, and we go with J5 Arlon. There we go. Register her. She's ranked 567th. And then with Mr. Let's go with, again, for him, we're going to do the same one and let him also get that experience right off the bat. So that means we got a lot of training to do until then. We're going to build up some fitness. We're going to build up that. Now, when we look at the academy, we don't have a youth academy yet. Let's take a look at the staff assignments. We also don't have a coach for Jara. And the reason why I wanted to start with a budget is so we could get her a coach and a physio to help develop her as well. And so let's take a look at the coaches. And we're going to go with experience levels way down here. Let's start with Bruce here, actually. Let's just do coaches. Jordan Paco. She can work with the serve, which is what we want to work on. Let's try to recruit her. 3 seasons, she'll be there with her. And we're going to reduce that signing bonus if we can. Good deal. Okay, so we got that. And we want to get a physio for her as well. So again, let's go as slow as we can. Bruce is pretty good at providing care. And his player management's much better, even though he's probably going to be retiring. And he is going to be retiring. We don't want to hire anybody. Oh, actually, Matas is going to be very much, he doesn't want to work there. So let's see. Can we get out of Taiwan? We can. Ling Yi Li. And we will do 3 seasons with you. You're going to be working with her. We'll keep your wage the same. Okay, there we go. So hopefully we'll get them on. And as far as the academy itself goes, when we look at everything that we've got, the overview, our reputation is abysmal. There's our team. We have nothing. We have no youth academy as of yet. Our sports center, these are things that we can improve to give us with upgrades, but I don't want to do that yet. That is something we got to make sure we can stay afloat. The same with the medical care. Now, as we upgrade, we can increase our income as well. So that may be something worth doing. We got our youth and scouting center, and we have our business center. But again, I don't want to use this income to just inflate everything right off the bat. So we're going to get going here so that way we can see what our first. Yep, we got our agreement. Press conference. Okay, so the academy. Yeah, we already saw that. And the objectives for the season, we are to keep current players. No problem. Have a balance of over 100,000 at the end of the season. I sure hope so, because we're not going to do all this other stuff. We're not going to be recruiting any of those. We are not going to reach level 2 there or level 1 there. Increase the reputation. So these are the 2 we're going to really focus. We might do one thing added, and that would be all. So let's get this press conference out of the way. Have you been here before? Is this your first time? Well, I've been to Universal Studios. So let's say I came here for a project. with Nathan, and we both like this area. You're joining Prestigious Academy. Are we? I've proven the job. What made you decide to manage a tennis academy? I spent my youth playing tennis. Yep, sounds good. One of my principal objectives, train. Yep, sure. Not worried too much about that. We're not going to be doing many of those. We got a great relationship. Woo. Well, that's good that we already got a great relationship with him. So if you have suggestions on what we should train these guys, please, the court is in session here, and let's hear what you have to say in the comments. What area should we focus on training our different players? So you can get a good look. There's Nathan. What strategy should we try for him? One of these or something different. So I think serve power is definitely something we could maybe build up on and then make him a very good power serve based player here. But his volley's a little weak, so I'm not really positive. And then as far as Yara goes, what should we do here? And do we play the all-court play? Because she has a lot of talent. We could develop that, but that serve is amazing too. And she already has a strong volley. So we could get this up here too. That's where I'm leaning. But again, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Do you have anything as far as how we should ramp them up in difficulty at the tournaments that we play them in? We'll have to see how they do first. All right, so we have our first one. Sign the contract. We'll be able to get them in. Oh, refuse to sign it. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, well, let's go ahead and I want to get to the objectives that we're setting up for our players. Okay, we got that registered. Here's what we wanted. All right, Nathan, let's set goals on the pro circuit. Okay, top 1,500. That should be easy to meet. We could go top 1,300. If he's any good, he would probably get that. But let's just do this. You just need to improve 29 spots. National tournaments, round of 32. We can get in some kind of national tournament. National ranking in the ATP. The amateur tour. Oh. Let's just go 150. Aim low. Okay, so that's by the end of the, oh, okay. Got it mixed up. ATP circuit and then the national level top 150. Okay, he's already number 150, so we need to keep him there. As far as the juniors, let's not set any goals. Or let's set a goal. We're going to do top 250. There we go. We are not going to propose anything for the finals, nor are we going to, we'll just, qualify for the boys Grand Slam. I don't know if we'll get there or not. National ranking and top 30. We're going to keep it as minimal as we can. Man, he is demanding. Okay, Sydney. She is going really big on the juniors. Let's just see if we can get her to accept top 250. Good. She just participate in the finals if you can get there. Same with the Grand Slam. I don't expect us getting there. Top, sure. 50 national, that's pretty close. Okay, so that's what we've got. We're going to jump ahead to our first match of the season. Well, it is time to jump into our first match. And our female there, Miss Jara, she lost in the first round of her first tournament at J5. It was a tough one. She was going up against the 1 seed. She lost 6-3, 6-4. Not the worst. When we take a look at the stats here, 4 double faults, not good, only 2 aces. First serve percentage, not great. First serve points won, though she did fine, and she won a decent amount on her second serve points, but she couldn't win any of the break points. Well, 6 out of 6 for Gabriella, but she is a much stronger competitor. She's been around, I'm guessing, for a while. She's ranked 279 there versus 556, and so Sydney, she'll be fine. She'll get up there, and she was also a little tired going into it, just like our first one here. We have Nathan here. He's a little tired, but we're going to see how this goes. We're going to try the we're going to go with the offensive baseline play and see how it goes. And we're going to go through the first match. Normally we'll only do these, hopefully, when we get to quarterfinals or semifinals and beyond, but we got to see what the first match is and see what he has for us. And so in the pre-match briefing here, unfortunately, Samuel's in good form, plays as a counterpuncher, and so his weakness is forehand consistency, backhand, and volley. That's good. Thinks it'll be an easy match. I hope so. Has to keep his cool, put pressure on his opponent, should try to win the forehand battle. So it looks like we maybe don't need to make any adjustments. This is an important step of your career. I don't like these comments. They don't. The Football Manager ones, I understood what they did better. I don't really know what these do as much. Okay, so we're not going to watch through everyone, especially if we can't even get the save going there. We will see when it comes back to the match our set point. So we're going to switch the match beats to go through a little bit. 3-1, 4-1. Oh, we are 5-2. Let's go back here. And let's take a little watch here and see how we do. We're up 5-2. See if we can break them for the set. So far, there we go. Getting the advantage, coming back on this one as well. Oh, right into the net. You can tell he's a little tired, but if we get through this match, you'll have a few rest episodes after this, and he should be fine for the second round. So we just got to get through this round first, and the first set's looking good for us. Our intensity's just average. I do not want to talk to him. I hope... Oh, I did. First percentage is too low. He should serve with more margin. No, I think he's doing just fine. Well, actually, he's not. 9 of 21. Oh. We'll see what we've got. Suggestions for things to do. Again, you guys are my staff to help. We'll see. Play the watch, recover, get him out of the game. Okay. Let's not talk to him. I feel like I just mess up my players in the middle of the matches. And off to a good, strong start to start this game, or start this set. We get the lead. Let's see if we can watch the first one here and see if we can win this first game. Back and forth, across the court. Oh, right into the net. Nathan, what are you doing? Superb ace. Oh, good reach. Okay. Right into the net, back at him. And there we go, across the court. Let's switch back to the match beats and see how this one goes. See if we can get a break point. Up 2-1, there's the break. There's another one, 4-1. 5-2. Can we, again, break him for the victory? I don't know if that's going to be the case. No, but let's see if we can serve it out. There's 15 love. This is a good omen, I'm hoping. Maybe we can make some waves in the junior and earn not a lot of money, but at least get some money, get him up there and get into a few smaller pro events in the process. Because now, granted, that is just our first match. We can't get ahead of ourselves. So let's just focus on the next step tomorrow. There we go. We will do that, and that's good news for us. And now he is rested for the next one. Sydney is going on and she is training. She's resting up. She's getting ready. She's jumping rope and doing all those. When we look at what's been done training-wise already, now when these get maxed out, if you're not familiar with the game, they will up a level. And 20, I believe, is the max. So her focus is already great. We've already been focusing on the physical aspects. Now in the season, I focus more on the technical and mental. So that's where she's at. And then this is where Nathan's at. He's had a huge increase to serves already, which is really good. We want to get that serve power up there for both of them to get it up to at least 10, maybe 12 even, because the rest of their stats are pretty solid. Now, one other thing before we jump ahead to see how far we can go. We do have our first Youth Academy intakes. Average levels are right here. We've assigned just mentors, and if you have training focus suggestions for them, let me know. We have a counter puncher, big server, so I want power, defensive baseliner, and a counter puncher. So there's Juan Diego Pulido Topago, and this is not great. He's an early bloomer, though, so he could be somebody that we could maybe build around early. Over here, though, is encouraging, so maybe it could be a big server and live off of that potentially for Laura Cristina Haas. Milagros Helena Pastuska average, a late bloomer, averaging 6.46 already. 6.5, 14-year-old counterpuncher, Sitara Agarwal. So if you have suggestions on what they should maybe be focusing on in their training, please, again, court is in session. Leave us something there for us, to the academy, to decide on. You are there to help as my advisors. We're not going to change anything here yet. Again, that's not what we're doing. So let's go through a little bit and see, as this first match, if maybe we will have something to go in the semifinals or the finals on. Well, we have ourselves our first semifinal, but it is not in the first tournament that we were in. And now we actually finally maybe found somebody, another physio for Sydney. So what the first tournament that we were in, the one in Arlon, that one did not go well in the second round. In a round of 16, we lost 7-5, 7-6 in the tiebreaker. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't what we were hoping for. And so now what we've got is we are in the Stavanger, and we are in the semifinal. After upsetting Nikita Davidovsky, the 7 seed, we beat him 6-2, 7-5, or 5-7, 6-1. And then we swept Hugo Jothri, who was ranked 453rd, 6-3, 6-4. Then we just stomped Jinshin Yokoto Ho, 6-0, 6-0, 6-love it both ways. And so now we are up against the 1 seed, Ivan Makarov, who is a 296 in the juniors. And we are currently sitting at 520. And another good thing for our team, Sydney is in the qualifiers. She was invited to be in the qualifiers of the Daytona Beach tournament. And so that's something that gives us a chance to maybe do something well whenever we check out the draw. She's not been playing yet. There she is. And so she's going to have a tough one against Lucy King, Oyabang Atang. She wins in name right there to see who's going to go up against the 4 seed. But it's an opening one. I think she can beat her. I don't see why not, because Sydney is a tough one and she's growing. And so she's going to get better and better. Again, where should we spend our training? But let's play this match and see how Nathan does against Ivan. And can we make our first final? But this is showing us get the rank up there so we can go ahead and go for the higher junior tournaments potentially and do it early. So we've got a player who, he's a counterpuncher. He's in excellent form, but his weakness is a serve power, forehand, and forehand consistency. Okay. So again, we are favored, it looks like. Need to try to win a forehand battle. We are actually going to start with the power serve base play. That's what we used the last 2 matches. So we're going to start with this one and see how it goes. We're going to take that down to average on the second serve risk, though. I want to see some same Mattis as in the previous game. Go for it. Okay, let's see what Nathan does to start us off. And already an ace right off the bat. That's what we want to see. And then beautifully done there, too. We're up 30 love. And then another ace. 2 out of 3 already. That's what we're hoping for. And that's where I think this guy, if we can develop his serve even more, he could really do well in the junior circuit. And he's got another year or so that he can spin down here as well and maybe become a top junior to get us some recognition and some attention as we go. Okay, so things are going pretty well. Let's see if we can get a break on this one. Up love 30. This is excellent. Nathan is really in great form at the moment. We got to make sure we nurture this and not go too far too fast. Again, because we lost in the second round of last tournament. But if we can get some rhythm going, slowly work our way up the junior route maybe this year. And hopefully get a few good appearances in some of the lower pro circuits as well. Again, looking for feedback from you all on where we think and how quickly we should progress him into different tournaments. All right, it's time to go to the match beats. Oh, we lost. Oh, we lost. He broke us. Oh, he got us again. Okay, he came back on us a little bit. And now... Okay, so we did take him 7-5. Whew. Okay. Aggressive zone efficiency. He's already... We're just going to keep it. Things are going well for him, I think, for the most part. Those double faults are kind of disappointing, but he's winning a massive first points of his first serve are fantastic. Hopefully things go well. We're not going to talk to him because that seems to put a whammy and a jinx on him. All right, 3-2, 3-3. We're going to have to go back to the court if they get it. Okay, let's go back to the court. Oh, just in time to see a disaster happen there. Okay, good. Let's actually up the intensity a little bit. We've got to win this one. We can't let him break us. If we can get a 5-4, I feel good about going, if we need to, go to a tiebreaker eventually. Again, it's these first serve points that we're doing really well on. Good return as well. Oh, and he hits long. All right. Excellent cross court there. Up love 30. Let's try to break him for the match. Oh, well done, Ivan. There we go. And set him up perfectly. Match point right here. Oh, couldn't make it happen yet. Got another match point. And there we go, into the net. And we are going to our first final already. Tomorrow is another day. Good. He feels pumped. He's feeling good. Things are looking good. Let's hopefully carry that into our first. Oh, we got a press conference. If you knew the work he puts in every day, yep. I'm so proud of him. Yep. Good enough. These press conferences aren't worth my time. Oh, Sydney started with winning her first qualifier round as well. Excellent. Let's take a look at this Daytona Beach. Let's look at the draw. How did she do? So winning her first match of her career as well for us, 6-3, 7-5, and now she's going up against Aisgul Mert, who is going to be, she's number 986 on the WTA Tour. So that is a totally different beast there. Somebody dropping down. Lots of prize money at stake. Lots of prize money. Got to get to the round of 32, though. Otherwise, it's not going to matter. So winning this one would get her to the round of 32. So let's see if she can do it. And let's see if we can beat Pedraza Castellanos. When we look at his results, well, let's look at the draw. No, we're not going to look at the draw. It doesn't matter. We're going to, there we are. So he has been winning his way as well. Pulled off an upset over the 8th seed. And over the 2 seed. So he's been doing really well. He's playing well. But we want to get that 1,000 prize money and those 30 points to start climbing the rankings. And we've actually beat him head to head. He was who we beat in our first matchup, 6-2, 6-3. So we are going to, don't think it's going to be, I'll pay the restaurant. Oh, great. See, I don't like these. Haven't figured out what they want to hear yet. And we forgot to change the tactic. We're going to go back to, oh no, we do have the power serve play. That's what we want. And let's see, starting on not getting to serve this time. That's unfortunate. Because with our power serve, I really like to set the tone. And the first game is not going to go well for us, it looks like. But we beat him, what, 6-2, 6-3 in our first match of our career. So hopefully we can do the same. Don't have to win every game, but it's always, oh, there we go. We've got it back to deuce after he hits long. It's going to be awfully hard to qualify for any of the junior slams, though, in this first season. We're going to have to win a lot of junior tournaments to do that, and I think it's worth more of our time than going into the pro circuit too much, where we're not going to win much money anyways, and we're just going to get beat until we get a lot better, while the juniors could get us maybe a little bit more money by playing and winning at some of the tougher junior ones, especially if we can get into the slams and in the finals later on. But that could be a tall tale. All right, come on, Nathan. Finish this first serve game out. Excellent. He is doing really well. He's getting around the court very nicely also, so that's good. He's got good movement. And so things are looking good as far as that goes. Oh, excellent. So let's go ahead and switch to the match beats. 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. Oh, my goodness, 6-0. We're not going to change a thing at the moment. Why would we? How many aces does he have? 5 aces, 5 double faults. Again, first serve points 1 are really, really good for us. 3-1. 4-1, 5-1. Let's go back to the court. See if we can break him. And we do smash him there. Oh, he's still at 40-30 on us. Oh, we've got it back to deuce. Either way, I think this is going to be our first tournament win. Let's see if we can do it in this game, though. He's devastated. We're just stressed. I guess stress isn't a bad thing. It means you're really focused. We're not going to change the intensity level at the moment. I don't think we need to. If he gets up to 5-3, then we will. Oh, beautiful. Got it back to deuce. He plays well at the net. Oh, slammed it right to him. Well, I don't know that this game is going to go our way, but it is a long point, and the match has hit the hour mark. Oh, we've got the advantage again. This match point again for us, and we again mess it up. Trying to take advantage of his second serve this time. And we hit long. He's got the advantage. I think Samuel might win this one. Yep. So he's not going quietly, but it may not matter when we get back on our serve, which this is our game. No one so far in this tournament has been able to handle this serve very well. The power serve seems to be the way to go with Nathan. And he will hopefully develop into somebody that we can hang on to and keep for a while until we can get some youth coming through the academy at a good point. So we got our first victory. Nothing special, but great job. We'll take it. And so he has just bagged us $510 for the academy, got his first win. We will answer the questions. You follow our plan? Yep. His effective service was impressive. His work has paid off. I knew he was capable. Let's not add that because I don't know how he'll take it. And Jara Law, she ended, but gave us $540. We get 60% of her prize money. I would like to see how she did. 6-4. Oh, wow. She actually played very well. We can't fault her on that one. And so we're going to need to get her into some new tournaments. She's got one coming up here. But we'll have to do some training because we can't get into any of these. So what I'm asking for in this next, for the upcoming episodes is what, again, should we train them? Let me know. And what area should we focus on? Should we change their tactics at all? Try to focus on stuff. And should we invest any of this money into the academy? I think if we're going to invest in anything, it needs to be in something that's going to net us an income. So here, for example, these don't get us any income. This one would increase but it's way too expensive. We don't want to do that. We got to pick something that would maybe get us income without spending too much money, like this one here for $39,000. But it's only a $5,000 profit at Matt. And so that's not going to be that great because right now we're $40,000 in the red every month. And so we got to keep that in mind, what would actually get that. And that's where maybe a medical center, that's $14,000 and it would help with downtime and recovery. $43,000 monthly income, that's a $23,000 income, which closes that gap quite a bit. Maybe we do the balneotherapy room, the sports center. Nothing's going to have us get much money in return. This is going to be all stuff once we have a profit to put into this section here, because right now that's not going to happen, but hopefully we can have some. So that's where we're going to end off on this episode. We're going to come back and play through a little bit of this. I'll update you on how he does on his first pro tournament, and we'll see where we get into maybe as we get into February or so and come back for that one. But again, leave your suggestions. And if you'd like to help the series go on the first episodes when I really kind of asked for it, please leave a like. I'm not asking until now. If you've made it to this far, it means you've enjoyed something about it. Please help me out. Leave a like. Help the series get going on the first episode. It really does matter. And I'm excited to dive into this and see where it takes us. And I'm excited to have you all along for the ride where we make our own history in this, trying to make the best academy in the world. So thank you all for joining me. And until next time, take care. And as always, I like to say, have a wonderful day and go out there and help somebody else have one as well.